Welcome to the Tea and the Take. This is Gabriella Wisdom, your host. And with me today, I've got Philip Smithey, actor, comedian, and former president of the Collaborative, which is a wonderful acting space in Sherman Oaks.
Thank you. Yes. Very happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Gabriella.
Thank you. I'm very happy to have you. We've been friends for a very long time now.
Yeah.
And we've shared some really crazy moments.
Crazy times.
But
yeah.
I also
post-pandemic craziness.
Yes. And I also know that you've done a reality show.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So years ago, I actually did do a reality show. I was an assistant to a casting director. And I got brought on for, I think, one episode of, what was that show called? It was, oh my gosh. It's
Love.
Oh yeah. Like Love and Hip Hop. There it is. I did an episode of Love and Hip Hop. And I played myself. I was just helping to cast this movie, but we weren't actually like casting anything, but we actually did have to watch all the auditions from the actresses, and everyone was terrible. And of course, you don't expect everyone to be like amazing, but you also don't expect everyone to be like terrible.
I mean, on a reality show.
Yeah. It was that. But also the thing that I did not expect was there was infighting happening during the production. And the producer of Love and Hip Hop got in this big brawl, like shouting match with one of the actresses who his show was kind of about. And they just went at it. And I thought, oh, this is some good TV right here. But they cut all that out. You never saw it in the episode.
Oh, as they do. In the reality show I was in, Love in the Jungle, everything that would have made that show like a jaw-dropping standout was completely cut. Like every person a part of that production had probably an entire day that they were like, I hope they don't show that. And for some reason they didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
So lucky all of us.
Did you have the same experience? I noticed in Love and Hip Hop that the whole floor, there's a reason why you don't show the floor in reality shows, because the whole floor just had people's drinks on it. It was just like cocktails at everyone's feet, ready to go, like a Manhattan, a Long Island, whatever.
Not at this one in particular, because they did a really good job of like painting glasses. And so they would give us bottles that was also painted, and then we had to pour it into specific glasses that were like unmarked. And they would very much encourage us getting as drunk as possible.
Yeah,
and they were just, from the moment we woke up to the moment we went to bed, there was like the best liquor and alcohol, which I don't drink.
Right.
And they really wanted me to for the show. And I was like, I told you who I was before, and I'm not changing now.
They're going to change the air. They're just going to like lightly spray it.
I had my own
camera,
camera, man, that followed me around anytime there was alcohol. And they would just be like, is she not? And I'm like, she's not.
So you have the Jaws music playing like, da, da, da.
Pretty much.
Are you going to get a drink?
I could have got my whole storyline. I would have been a much bigger part of the show if I would have done it.
It could have been its own game show, like get Gabriella to take a shot.
It would have, I don't think it would have ended well.
Probably not.
It would not, because I actually drank Red Bulls for 3 days straight, and I did not sleep the entire time. And then I started talking like I do.
Sure. Lots of energy.
But nonstop talking, to the point where I had several people be like, you need to stop. And I was just like, but I've had a Red Bull. I can't.
You sound like a freestyle from Eminem right now.
Oh yeah. I think the guy that I liked originally was like really into me the first night, because like we stayed up and talked all night. And I think he thought that was romantic.
And he's like, oh, she could have done that with anybody, apparently.
He's like, oh, there's not enough button. It's just going to keep going. And I'm just like, I can't sleep. So
that's good. You got the Riz though. That means that, you know, if you can keep the chatter up.
He did not pick me.
No?
It was Riz until a certain point, and then he was like, there's no off button, so like, can you
right, like it does not, its button's not working. It won't stop. I have a thing that I have never done too, because you've never drank alcohol. I have never ever drank coffee before.
Oh, so how long have you been a Mormon?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's weird because I draw the line at like, because I've drank sodas, right?
You've never tried it?
I've never wanted to. I've never even wanted to. I can smell it, and smell equates taste to a degree, right? Like if you smell a pizza, you can kind of tell.
Is very enjoyable.
Right, sure. It's fine. Like, but I also like the smell of gasoline. I haven't drank that either.
No, I mean, like you're still enjoying it in the sense of like smelling it, right?
Sure. I was like, it smells like coffee, but I've never tasted it, so I have no idea what it would do for me. I have had a Red Bull though.
And?
It's fine. I remember prom, high school, I drank like 3 of them.
Yeah. I can only drink half, and I tell anyone I'm around, I'm like, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do to you.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't judge
And
me.
they're
It's
like,
a Red Bull.
oh.
Yeah. I'm just like, it's about to not.
I
I think of that scene in Mean Girls whenever she's like, I can hear the word vomit coming up. I think of
Right.
it every time.
Right.
And sometimes when I'm in an uncomfortable situation, I literally am like, you're word vomiting on everyone right now, because I get uncomfortable. And I just tell people things that I shouldn't be telling them.
You just tell them your truth. You're like, I'm Gabriella Wisdom, and I just farted
like,
in the back there.
Yeah, I'm like, do you want to hear a really sad story?
Yeah.
Well, whenever I was little.
And you're like, oh, by the way, what was your name again? Sorry, I just started with the sad story.
I just like trauma dump, and I'm like, and it was so nice meeting you. Until next time.
It was so nice
and I
meeting
leave, and they're
you.
just like, what just happened to me?
What just happened?
I'm working on it, guys.
Like,
I'm trying not to do that anymore.
I know so much about them, but they didn't. I forgot to tell them my name. That's actually, honestly, I would rather that than the reverse. Wouldn't you rather know a lot about someone up front than to like for them to just be like just this book of mystery, and for you to not know what you might maybe want to know?
Yes, but I will say that's probably why my dating life is in such a bad spiral, because I don't leave enough to the mystery.
You don't leave enough to be thought of and desired.
Yeah. So
what's the most embarrassing thing that you have let someone know right away?
Probably everything. I don't know. I'm really working on it.
So like, here's minute 1. Hey, how are you doing? So nice to meet you. Oh yeah, I love this place. Great, shellfish. And then, so tell me about yourself. And then it's been 2 minutes and you just dump on them everything.
Probably. That's probably happened. It's a trauma response. I really want people to know me and to I want to be understood, which I realize that I should wait to be understood.
Yeah.
And I recently did a show last week, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. And I worked with the producers really closely beforehand, and it was a very specific game we were playing.
Right.
And they were like, don't talk really, ask questions and just watch. And I learned so much. The boys that were part of the show, they were like, I just really feel like you cared what I had to say. And I was like, damn. I've been doing it wrong.
You know what? Okay, this is a true story, because I myself am a very chatty Cathy. I always have been. And one of my best friends, who I used to live with, his name is Alex. He saw me at a party one day, and then he just because he was a very kind of relaxed guy. He kind of had an old soul, and he was 5 years younger than me, but I always thought of him as just this, almost like an older brother for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
He's a head shorter, 5 years younger, but just way more casual, chill. And he pulls me aside at this party. I'm chattering. And he's like, dude, talk less. And I was like, what? He's like, you're just, let them get a word in. I said, oh, okay. And it really did work, because suddenly I was like, yeah, anyway, I do this and I do this, and I'm,
mm-hmm.
And then they talk, and I'm like, oh, now I'm just learning about you. I can bring the conversation back.
So one of the producers for the show I just did, his name's Orly. He's become a really good friend of mine. I adore him. He actually teaches people how to listen better. And I'm like, I need to take your class. I
need to take classes
because
for that as
it's
well.
also well, you're in the right place to talk.
Yeah.
I'm glad I picked the right person.
That's right.
But yeah, I was born to be a professional yapper. I just need to learn how to be a better listener, which this podcast has helped me with. I do something that is really annoying for myself, and I've noticed it when I'm watching the podcast back, is when you're talking or when someone's talking, I will actively be like, uh-huh. And then I hear it and I'm like, shut up. Let people talk.
No.
Don't say things into the mic. No, because it's annoying for the listeners.
But the thing is, I guess to us here, it's not
it's active listening.
It's active listening. If you were saying, I'd be like, yeah, she's hearing
I
me.
want to every time you're talking in this moment. And that's the one thing I'm thinking of is do not make a sound.
But that also is something that we're learning as actors as well, because I don't know about you, but I watch myself back on things and I'm always picking up stuff that I need to eliminate. Right? The whole do less thing is so true, because if I could just learn during a scene or something that I'm performing to just look at the person and sit there and not do all the emoting, whatever, it would be so much more powerful. I'm in the same boat with what I'm telling you.
It's the active listening that we have to learn.
Yeah.
It'll help us.
About the other thing, about you saying, oh, you just kind of trauma dump on people. I have these things that I do where if I'm talking to someone and I don't really know what to say because maybe I didn't hear something, you should just have some ready to go phrases, right? Because if someone's like, hey, nice to meet you, I'm Bilford, whatever, then you could just, instead of saying like everything, so tell me about yourself. Then instead of saying like your whole story, you just go, oh, just out here hustling.
Oh, my go-to is I just want to hear about you. If I'm hitting on them.
Oh, that's good. That's even better. Yeah.
I've been working on how to hit on people better because I'm just like, I'm way too single. I'm too old to be this single. I've never really dated in LA. Like,
oh, really?
I had a boyfriend for a long time, but before that, I never dated. I've maybe been to like 3 restaurants in LA, and it is sad, and that is ending now.
No. Well, yeah, you should.
Yes,
you can go going to restaurants and having your own experience is an experience, right? Just going there and just trying stuff, enjoying it on your own. Not to mention,
it is, but how nice is it to go with somebody you're getting to know?
Of course. But you can. What if you're going to a place and you're like, oh, this is a place that I enjoy, so I can guide you through this experience, right? Like if you have one of the restaurants that you've been to that you like, and you get to take your date there.
I have a lot of restaurants. Well, the problem is, when I like somewhere, I just go there all the time.
True.
So then I don't go to other restaurants because I don't want to venture out.
Yes. Okay. See,
that's
it.
Pasta Sisters, Culver City. Have you been?
Which place?
Pasta Sisters.
No.
Oh my God.
Wait, Culver City?
Yes.
I was there last night at this place called Laurel something. Laurel Cove. Laurel Grill. And it was very good. Thank you.
Laurel Grill. I'll have to try that. No, but if you like pasta, they make it fresh every day. It is nice. Their truffle pasta is, if life feels too hard, I'm like, truffle pasta. Ooh. And I drive all the way down there just for that. And all the way back.
Where is this?
It is in Clover City.
Clover City.
Am I saying it wrong?
Culver City?
I don't, sure.
You know what? It's fine.
That's how I've always said it.
Because I bet you there is a Clover City.
Culver?
Culver. I thought you said Clover.
We're talking about the same thing. Let's just agree on that.
We're absolutely talking about the same thing.
Fantastic.
But the thing is,
can I call it Mid-City?
I wouldn't know because LA has so many boroughs that I do get confused. And I'm like, I have not heard of that
I'm from
place.
the middle. Yeah. I'm from the South. So I say things weird too.
Yeah.
I say it the way I see it sometimes, and it's not that way.
Like apparently, and I got corrected years ago. My wife and I were heading to Big Bear, but there's also this other place called called Arrowhead.
Yes.
And so we get a call from my wife's father, and he's like, "Oh, you guys going to Arrow Bear?" And I'm like, "There's no Arrow Bear. It's Big Bear and Arrowhead." And he's like, "No, you going to Arrow Bear?" I'm like, "You sound so silly." And then I looked it up, and there is very much an Arrow Bear.
Of course there is.
Because there's everything. Mm-hmm. There's everything.
No, there's a million places.
Have you ever driven through Zizich?
No.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's a real place. If you're driving
here?
In California, if you're heading on the way back to LA from, I think, Vegas, then you pass through Zizich.
I mean, I passed through it then for sure.
Yeah.
But
and I'm
Vegas
like,
is not
who would name their community Zizich?
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
I don't know how to say it.
Interesting. No, I haven't. That's the thing. I haven't really explored LA. I had a partner. We didn't do a lot. We just hung out together, and I want to explore more.
There's a gelato place that you've told me about that I really enjoyed. I took you there. It was fantastic.
It is it's my favorite place.
The thing is, it's become mythical in my mind because I never heard of it, never been to it, don't know how to go back, don't know what it was called.
You guys can go tonight.
Okay.
Because you live close by. You live in the valley.
I'm in the valley.
Cool.
Yeah, that place was fun. But see, I love finding and exploring new places. You like pasta. Mm-hmm. There's a place that we went to. I think it's in Van Nuys. It's called Pasta Bar or something.
Oh, cool.
This place is mythical. It only accepts 20 people a night, period.
Then I will try to go.
Because it is one. Have you ever seen the movie not Chef's Table, The Menu?
Yes.
Okay. It's like that.
Well,
it is
then
an
I don't want to go.
Exclusive no, except for the murder. But it's an exclusive dining experience where you have all these professional chefs making everything for you. It's 10 courses with a built-in sommelier. So you're trying all these really unique things, getting all these unique wines. It's probably the most unique dining experience in LA I've ever had.
But now we run into the trap that is me, that scares me about dating, is I'm a very picky eater.
Well,
and that scares me to go to somewhere like that and be like, I don't want this. And they're going to be like, you're going to eat it how it comes. And
but it's only, you're not getting that much. You only get but so much. You get a couple bites full and then you have your wine and then you move on to the next thing. Nice. So maybe you like something.
Oh, no, I'll definitely like something. I'm not that picky, but I just get weird about textures.
What's your favorite type of food?
Seafood. I love sushi.
Yeah.
I love sushi.
Sushi's great.
Kazunori is like my go-to. I go
Where's
there.
Kazunori?
It's right over here by Universal, like right across from Universal.
Okay.
It's like, well, there's a couple, but that's the one I go to. I'm probably there like 3 times a week.
Have you been to Sushi Yuzu in Toluca Lake?
No, I haven't.
That place is pretty good too.
Amazing.
And there's another place that we just went to recently that I'm going to keep looking over trying to reference.
Did we just become a food podcast? I think we just became a food podcast.
Oh yeah, this place called You Know Me. Like you know me. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
What kind of is sushi?
Also sushi.
Nice.
Just kind of a long table of people sitting at the bar. Really, really great service. Really nice people.
Nice.
And then you just kind of like you can pick however many sashimi rolls and stuff, and then they have these specialty rolls as well. We could just talk about food the whole time.
We really could, but I think we're here to talk about acting.
Yeah, let's do.
That's what you've been doing for how many years?
I have been acting. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do, honestly. From age 5, I decided, this is a true story. I made 2 promises when I was 6 years old in the back of my mom's conversion van, her Chevy conversion van. And promise number 1 was, I will never TP a house. I remember saying that very specifically. I will never TP a house. And then the second promise I made right after that was, I am going to be an actor.
Interesting. I have also done this.
Yeah.
I was like, grew up in a cult situation, and these are like so embarrassing to admit because I made 3 promises to myself.
Yeah.
That are, it's so embarrassing to even say. One of them, I made these during the wedding of a 16-year-old in which she got her first kiss when she said, I do. And the pastor was then like, this is how women should be. And so I promised myself, 1, I'd wait till marriage. 2.
To kiss?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Just wait till marriage in general.
Sure.
And that I would never drink alcohol.
Okay.
I don't know how that tied in. And that when I grew up, I was going to be pretty. I had a very, very bad childhood. I was made fun of a lot, guys. I can't tell
you. First of all, I mean, it's like, it's heartbreaking and hilarious at the same time. Because I can picture like little you making that vow, like, I will be pretty.
I don't know what was wrong with, like, I was mercilessly made fun of my entire childhood. Oh. No, it's fine. It gave me character. I'm funny now.
No, of
course. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I was made fun of so much. I remember like I would look into my mirror as a little kid and be like, I will be pretty someday. And I will just like, it was so crazy. I look back and I'm like, I manifested this.
Dang.
But like also,
now I know where I messed up. I should have said that.
No, but like looking back, I'm like, oh, a 9-year-old or however young I was should not be thinking of things like that.
But, yeah, but we all think of that because I was in the mirror at 9 years old. I was practicing trying to cry on cue.
That's a much better task than being like, I will be pretty. Like that adds anything to my life.
I felt very unattractive as a kid. And I got chicken pox like multiple times. So I had all these like
I thought you could only get it once.
I don't think so. I got like a bunch of skin stuff.
No, I think you can only get it once.
Well, I got it 3 times.
Oh, you're very special.
Very special, D.
Not in a good way.
I mean, feel free to check my math science community.
I also could be wrong. Yeah. So I was raised in a cult, homeschooled. Yeah. So what do I know? Nothing.
I mean, I'm not a scientist, so I can't verify. But I do know spots happened 3 times. Very bad.
That's crazy.
Painful too. Yeah, it's weird because like you can go through such horrible things, then suddenly they're gone and you kind of forget about it. My foot broke once. I was doing theater in Utah and I broke my foot the first day of the Utah Shakespeare Festival. And I didn't want to tell anyone because I was under it was my first professional contract and I'm there to do like Romeo and Juliet and Midsummer and stuff. And so I just like went around the world with this broken foot and I was like crying like during rehearsals being like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. And I knew it was broken. I knew it wasn't a sprain. I knew the difference, but instead I just learned to like adapt through it. I never went to the hospital, never went to the doctor.
Crazy.
And I would just hop on stage with like my foot kind of pointed up. Like it was like a character choice. Like I'm a little jolly every time I come on stage, but instead it was just me trying to hide pain. And for 2 years after that, every time it rained, my foot hurt.
Yeah, I'm sure it did because it wasn't set properly.
It was not set properly.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I hope that I've just turned into like the Forrest Gump where it's like my legs are healed. Now I'm just super strong now, but I don't know. Fun fact, did you know that most adults never will fully sprint again after like age, 25 or something like that?
I did not. Yeah. How do you know that?
I saw, you learn your stuff from the internet, but this is a true thing because I thought about it. I was like, that's not true. I sprinted wait, what?
When would you need to sprint?
Exactly. But kids do. They do all the time. They just sprint from like one end of the living room to the other end of the living room. But we as adults, like most of us, will never run at full speed ever again.
We're hoping whatever's chasing us will catch us and kill us. Yeah. I get it.
Perhaps. Have you run full speed at any point, any time recently?
Just as something's trying to hit me, I'm like, please do.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Have I run full speed?
Yeah.
Lately?
Yeah.
Because I was scared.
Or just just as exercise. Like,
oh yeah,
have you ever been in an open field and been like, I'm going to sprint? We go
to the same gym.
Yeah, but
I see you there.
I don't run in that gym.
I do.
You do?
Okay. I did last year when I'd never seen Wicked before or heard of it. Uh-huh. I just hadn't. And I watched it and fell in love with the soundtrack. And that it inspired me to start running.
What's the song that you're listening to?
Of course, the one at the end.
What is the one at the end? I haven't seen, and by the way, this movie's coming out. I have never seen the show.
It's not a show, it's a movie.
Is it
it's
Defying
a movement.
Gravity?
Yes, Defying Gravity, thank you.
Won't let me down.
That's exactly how it goes. There's a whole thing.
But you're just running to that.
Yeah, but mostly to the end, and then I cry a little bit. And then I'm like,
are you putting your hands up as you're like running? And
only if no one's looking.
Okay.
You also want to talk about the Collaborative?
Yes. So the Collaborative is a nonprofit group by actors for actors. I've been part of it since 2017. And it's this wonderful space where, what the struggle is with so many actors who come to Los Angeles or who are trying to live this life is that they don't have the community, they don't have the resources. And there's so many things that are like gatekeeping institutions in the city, because if you don't have an agent, if you don't know the right person, if you don't have that connection, whatever, then you can't get the opportunities that you want to have. And the Collaborative is a place where you can join and you can take classes with casting people, producers, writers, directors, learn skills that you may be lacking. And it's just this place where we get to like congregate as actors and say like, no, we can manifest and make for ourselves. We produce things as well. Like
I've been lucky enough to be a part of it. Yeah. And you guys brought Rainn Wilson, right?
Oh yeah. So we have special guests, like, because and these are things that are through the actors that are in the Collaborative. Yeah. The whole place is filled with very talented actors who are all like trained in different ways. And when I do a set or when I'm on set for something and I make a connection with some of the actors there you get to meet everybody in this town. You get to meet people who are on prominent shows, Oscar-winning movies, whatever. And I try to say like, hey, do you want to come back to this place and just like talk to our people? Because most people are not the A-listers who are, working all the time. Most of us are getting to work here and there a little bit and just trying to make inroads and say like, where's my next job coming from? And sometimes you need some advice from people who've been around doing it a long time, who are really successful, who are willing to just like, share their wisdom.
I mean, every time I've come, I felt such a sense of community, and it's something I'm going to be starting to go to more in January. So I'm really looking forward to being a part of it more and getting to hang out.
And we want more people. We want to if you feel like you want to learn more, if you feel like you want to make more connections with casting directors, then it really is the place to come to. So I would invite everyone who is an actor, who has that talent, that drive, that passion, to check us out. If you want to submit your tape, because it is a membership place. You submit your tape and say like, this is what I've done. And then our committee looks at it and we're like, oh my gosh, look at this person's skill. And then you get invited to come on board. So if that sounds like you, then please, look us up and
absolutely. Everyone should. I did it and it was such a great experience. And you get so many classes. You get to select 3 at the beginning of the month. That's then you can select more after everyone's chosen, I believe.
Yeah.
And you can be on wait lists.
And they're great because the classes are typically with casting directors who are doing things that are happening right now that are like big projects. Last year, there was a show called like, oh my gosh, it was called Good American Family. And there were so many of our people in that show. It was insane. I was like, oh, wow. And then I looked up who casted that show. I was like, oh, that's right. They love us. I forgot about that.
That's awesome.
So,
see?
Yeah, there's just a lot of benefits to being part of it.
Well, I look forward to being a bigger part of it this next year. And thank you so much for coming on. I feel like we could make this last for hours.
We really could. We are two very chatty people who professional
yappers.
That's right.
Not personal yappers, but sometimes.
Either or.
You'll have to come back anytime. You're welcome.
Anytime. Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.